Hello, you lovely internet people. No, I choked on my spit. Gosh. But the title of this video is just gonna be, you call this a video? You're just talking to people on the internet. Oh my god. Why'd I have to choke on my spit? It's so awful. And the reason why it's titled that is because again, you call this a video because I didn't know what to do. I'll be honest. So it's like, you call this a video, yeah. And the thing is, you know, coming up with ideas and coming up with the ideas to do stuff on YouTube. So you're just like, what am I gonna do for my idea on YouTube today? Maybe I'll play a video game. Maybe I won't play a video game. Maybe I'll talk about this topic or this topic or this topic. Because what I originally had planned today was to do the whole reacting to old videos thing, but I didn't feel that I had the time to do that because it would take a long time to edit. So it's like, okay, what's something that we can do that's a little more subpar? I was also thinking of doing my Doom first impressions video, but it's kind of a bit too late for first impressions, not to mention I haven't been able to play that game a ton. I haven't really played it since I did a live stream on Friday, but that live stream did not go anywhere because I didn't have good enough quality. So I was just like, nah, I'm deleting it. So I deleted the live stream. So sorry to anyone that saw that. Likely no one saw that, so it's alright because I'm a little small fry. And again, YouTube is very much so, I don't know, you gotta be in the moment for things a lot of times. So making a first impression video weeks after someone has already done it, especially since Total Biscuit already did his impression stuff, not to mention he had more hours on his belt because he does that kind of stuff for his job. So I didn't want to be seen as, oh, look at this guy trying to be the new Total Biscuit and stuff, because that's definitely not what I'm going for. And why did I stab him? Gosh, I wasted so many points I could have potentially gotten. But yeah, that's pretty much the point I'm gonna be saying. But yeah, a lot in this video. This is what happens when you do freaking live commentaries. You end up rambling about stuff and you're just like, oh, I don't know what to talk about. I gotta talk about this or this or this. I don't know. Computex just happened, so Computex was pretty cool. A lot of stuff happened in that. The most interesting thing to me anyway is the various new motherboards for Broadwell E, as well as some GTX 1070s and 1080 designs. That is very nice to see, always nice to see those types of things, because next generation of stuff. And also, if I want to upgrade, I got to see my options. And also, a big surprise in my mind, the RX 480. Actually, it's not that much of a surprise, to be honest, that AMD decided to go for the low-end market, because they just got a little more of the GPU market share, so they're going to be all like, oh, let me do... Oh, no. This is what happens when you're talking and playing game. I'm still bad at it. How'd I screw that up? Round 3? Freaking god. But anyway, AMD, obviously they're gonna go for, oh, let's do the better price to performance deal. And let's advertise this VR, because VR is in right now. So we're gonna do the VR thing and say, oh, it's VR ready and you'll have a premium VR experience. Obviously, that's all marketing spangle. But at the same time, you have to also think about VR performance. Now, the minimum requirement, well, not requirement, the recommended requirements for VR is a GTX 970 as well as an i5 4460 and AMD 8350 or higher. So with those requirements in mind, you have to think about, oh my god, it has to be in between a 970 and a 980 in order to give a premium experience. Or better yet, it could be in between a 390 and 390X, and that would be just phenomenal performance for the price. So if they are able to pull that off, I am sure, I have no doubts that they will have phenomenal, let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, it's only been 5 minutes. Phenomenal performance. I hate doing things live. Is just so difficult because you gotta think, oh jeez. Okay, you have to think of what to say. You have to think of things on the spot. You gotta leave no empty space. And anything else interesting at Computex? Another interesting thing at Computex, what was that Computex? I don't even know, but there's the possibility of NVIDIA's laptop GPUs being full-size 1080s and 1070s, but that does not necessarily mean that all of the graphics cards will be full-size graphics cards per se. They may still have their M versions of things, or maybe, I apologize if there's some detail I haven't read that explicitly states that they will not be making M versions or mobile versions of the GPUs. But in my mind, what I think is that they might have their 1080s and 1070 full GPUs in there, but they may also have at the same time mobile GPUs. In fact, the mobile GPUs, maybe they won't have a 1080M, but they might have something like a 1060M or a 1050M or something like that instead, in order to cut the costs in terms of laptops and stuff like that, possibly. That's what I imagine, but it could be they're going full GPU all the way. And that's another thing. I'm really looking forward to what not AMD, what NVIDIA has at the low end as well as the high end. Because we're already seeing the 1070, and the 1070 looks absolutely phenomenal performance of a 980 Ti, and sometimes a little more than the Titan X. And as soon as you overclock it, it's just under that 1080, so pretty dang fantastic. What else is on my mind right now other than Computex? I can't think of anything else that's on my mind. Let me think. Trying to think of something that's on my mind right now. I don't think anything else is on my mind right now. Actually, something that is on my mind right now is this possibility of getting into the whole podcast thing. Now, the podcast thing is so difficult to get into because you gotta find people on the internet to talk with, or find some friends you have in real life to do that stuff. But when you're my age, and I will not reveal my actual age because internet and people spying on you and all that crap, I don't want to deal with that just yet at my age. But when you're my age, finding people that are into PCs and all that stuff and tech stuff is exceedingly difficult. Not to mention those people aren't usually, my friends aren't the most outgoing people and all that junk, and also they have their own busy stuff to do, so can't really easily get anything like that done. Plus, there's also the idea of internet, and a lot of people in America don't have great internet, so you got to think about that and all of that crap. So when you're taking it to things like forums, you got to be a little bit skeptical about a lot of things and people you're looking at, because they might be creepy people that are just too creepy to be with and all that stuff. And sometimes their goals aren't the same as your goals, so you have little fender benders and all that crap. So interviewing people for a podcast and all that stuff can be a bit of a tricky little biamna. Another thing, in terms of a channel update and whatnot, would be the idea of having what am I trying to say? Okay, that was a good time to die because it's almost been 10 minutes. It just got to the 10-minute mark, but I can't believe I only made it to round 4. I feel like a crappy kid. This is what happens. Why I shouldn't do live things. I should just have gameplay in the background so that I don't have to do stuff like this. So, I also want to get into vlogging, so I've been saving up for a vlogging camera, but the vlogging thing won't happen until way, way later down the road, like the very bare end of summer, because I know for sure that won't happen because gotta get the summer job, do all that stuff, get money, because obviously I don't make tons of YouTube money or any of that crap. So yeah, and vlogging is a possibility. I definitely want to get a vlogging camera before I move, because I will be moving in August, so I'm trying to schedule everything so that I'm ready to have a camera for August, plus my father. I want to be able to do a vlog for my father who won't be in town during the time in which I move, so I want to be able to make that whole experience look all cool. And plus, you might get a setup video during that time. Obviously, the setup video will be kind of stupid because it'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be moving right after this, so yeah. That's pretty much as far as I want to go into detail of personal things, because I don't want to talk too much about interpersonal life things on the internet, or at least I'm not ready to do that yet, because personal things and internet things, they can get kind of too into each other, and then you got people maybe blackmailing you and all that crap, and now I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, so I will end here with, what do I call this? You call this a video? This is just you talking about stuff. So, like if you like, dislike if you dislike, leave a comment letting me know why you like or dislike respectively, or suggestions for other videos, or some, maybe you want to tell me how much my face is ugly or something, I don't know. And above all, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Well, not this content, because I'm calling it You Call This a Video, so bye.